In this video, we're going over 5 different variations of one of my personal favorites, the scissors move, where on the field you should do them, and why I think they're effective. So the first move we have is a single scissors, right or left footed. It's one of my favorites. It's a staple in my game. It's probably the most basic scissor you learn in your development as a footballer, probably the first or second move you ever learned. As far as where you can do this move on the field, this one really has few limitations. You can do it in the wide areas, you can do it centrally, just because it's a subtle move. It doesn't require a lot as far as mechanics to do. You can do it quickly anywhere. So for the second move, we have the double scissors move, made famous for me at least by Zidane and Ronaldinho coming up through my development and my growing up years. I used to watch them do it all the time. A little bit of a tip with this move, and I see it done a lot, but incorrectly. I call it the nothing scissors, just because I see a lot of people throw a double scissor out and then just stand still and almost wait for the defender to react. Almost like you're seeing, did the defender bite? Did the defender lean in a direction? It's a big point. Don't do a move asking permission to get by the defender. And what I mean by that is, don't do a move and then see what happens. Commit to the move, throw both legs over it, in this case for the double scissor, and push the ball and drive into the space you create. Imagine it's going to be there. Assume it's going to be there. Because you only have a split second. So at the beginning, yes, you may fail. You may run into the defenders. You may not find too much success, but that's part of the growth. That's part of the process. Make sure when you do a move, you're not asking permission to go by the defender. You're creating that space and then taking it for yourself. I think it's a bit of a mentality as well when you're going 1v1. You've got to be cutthroat. Throw the move and go. Don't ask permission. Just go. With the double scissors, as far as where to do it, I think in the wide areas you'll find a lot more success. The reason being, this is a move you need a little bit of momentum to pull off. You need to be a little bit in stride to be able to get both legs around it. Centrally, you can definitely do it as well. I'm a central player. I use it in the middle. Definitely use it when you have some space to drive into. This next one, for me personally, I call it the Ronaldinho scissor. He did it a lot during his time, and it's one that I added to my game as well. For me personally, at least in my opinion, this is definitely one that is a bit more situational. On the wings, you'll find a lot more success with this move just because you can angle your hips, do the move, and then push it down the line. It's definitely one that you're doing a bit more side to side. So if you try and use a move centrally, you can still find some success, but only if you're doing it correctly and going a bit more laterally than trying to drive at somebody full speed 1v1 and then do this move. Just because the body mechanics don't allow you to run straight full speed and then touch the ball to the side to do a single scissor. It's a move I like. I think it's a move that you'll find success, especially after you've done a first few amount of scissors, just regular scissors, single scissors, or double scissors. Just because it throws a bit of a curveball there for the defender. They don't really know what you're doing when you touch the ball in, fake right, and then push left in my situation, opposite for lefties.
Waiting for somebody to come through, so come for me. One time
The fourth scissor variation, I call it the Neymar Jr. I've seen him doing a lot. I've seen Thiago Alcantara do it a lot. It's a bit kind of like a futsal move. It's definitely one that now is more of a standstill move. Just because the way you have to roll the ball, get your foot around it, and then chop the ball back across your body, there's not a whole lot of space to do it if your feet are moving full speed. If anything, a little bit slower is better for this move just because it sells it. When you roll the ball across your body and it's rolling across in front of the defender, they almost read that and want to stick a foot out, and then you can chop it right back across with your left foot. So definitely one you can do really anywhere on the field, wide or centrally. Just only note is that you're doing it when you're a little bit at a standstill or going really slowly. For the fifth scissors variation, I call this one the Quaresma, made famous by Ricardo Quaresma, at least for me during my developmental years. He was a big name in world football back then. He's kind of fizzled out now. Somebody you see do it now would be Wilfried Zaha. Has definitely done this move a few times. Neymar throws it in every now and then. It's definitely one that's a little bit more for style points than efficiency. You'll find a little bit more success in if you're doing it in the wide areas. The reason being, after you do the moves, the roll, the step over, and the scissor right away, you're going to need a bit of space to push it into behind the defender just because you need to get your stride again. All the quick feet to do the move in a tight area, it kind of clogs you up, so you need to stretch it out as you get out of the pressure situation. So that's it for the 5 scissors variations. Scissors for me are one of my personal favorites, something I've had in my game for quite a while now. Those 5 variations differ in complexity. Definitely try them all out and express yourself, whether they're efficient or not. That's part of this beautiful game. It's not about doing everything that's correct. It's about expressing yourself and what you're feeling. So try them out, use them in your game. Definitely keep a mental note of when and where to do them. It'll definitely help with the efficiency and the success of the move. If you like the video, please share it, please like, and take a second now to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in another one.